Hey guys, this is Zyra from the Willow Tree Schoolhouse and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of an unboxing and a sneak peek into what I'm actually doing with Millie for preschool. For those who don't know, I am a fanatic of all about reading. I use this program with my son. He's in first grade. We're currently using level 1, and I did end up purchasing the pre-reading program for Millie, who is 4. And the only reason why we purchased this, it's because she's been highly requesting to start teaching her how to read. I'm also well aware that we may be repeating this program if she doesn't retain it the first time around, which is why I just love homeschooling, because you are able to do that. Okay, so before I open this box and show you all the goodies that's inside, I did wanted to show you guys on like the reasoning behind choosing this program. Now, I'm only comparing it to what I used with my oldest, my first grader, when he was around the same age as Millie. With Aiden, we used The Good and the Beautiful. Now, I do want to share a little bit of a backstory. Aiden was in preschool at a very reputable private school before COVID had happened, and then again COVID happened, the lockdown had occurred, and that's when I looked into homeschooling. So when we began this program, he did have knowledge of some of his letters and some of his letter sounds. And so we flew through this course quite rapidly, but once we went around to level K primer, we took our time. This was like the beginning of reading 2-letter words and then CVC words. And so these programs are phenomenal. I know they just recently updated the pre-K course book, and from what I've seen, it's a little bit more engaging and there's a lot more games involved. Now, I do want to preface that I have nothing against The Good and the Beautiful. I actually love their programs. I just wish it worked better for my oldest once we got around to level K. Level K was just too hard for him. And also I noticed that, you know, all the what's included in the Good and the Beautiful level K program, like art study, music, poetry. Sometimes there's like a little bit of a math concepts included in some of the lessons. He just wasn't a big fan of it. And also he absolutely hated the readers. And so here, I'm flipping more for you guys to see. With the knowledge that I already have using these both programs and seeing how my daughter, her learning style is, I realized that these programs may not work for her, although I really wish they did, because again, these programs are amazing. These workbook style curriculums are just not it for her. That's just how she is. It worked really well with my oldest, but with Millie, she needs a little bit more hands-on. She needs a little bit more out of like the workbook styled and more into actually learning her letters and her letter sounds in a different format. So that's when I realized that All About Reading does offer that, and especially with their pre-reading program. What I do love though is that I am supporting locally, which is awesome because they also reside in Wisconsin. And if you did not know that, we live in Wisco. We're very proud to be cheeseheads. Okay, so I folded this up so you guys couldn't see my personal information, but I did wanted to show you guys what I did end up purchasing. We ended up getting the pre-reading basic kit, which includes everything that's in here except the reading box. The box I did purchase separately, and that's just to store all the cards that come with it. But you don't need to necessarily purchase a deluxe kit. There are ways to cut costs using their program, you guys. And I'm going to show you guys real quick on how I plan on doing that. But again, here's the pre-reading box. And then here are the little dividers. And it tells you in the instructions on how to separate these. So this will be very fun to do. We did open this. Normally it comes in this brown wrapping paper, but my daughter was just so excited when she saw that her program came that we just had to open it. And so these are the readers. I believe this is the one that includes poetry. I think they both do. I'm not sure. But again, with the experience that I've already had with All About Reading, I just felt, because you know my son is using their first grade program, I just felt like this is going to work really well for her. So these are the books that's included. I hope you guys can see that. And then okay. So this is where you can actually cut costs and save money in case you have more children, or also if you intend on reselling this. My intention with this is to go ahead and pull out all the worksheets that's included. This is the activity book. Mostly all the pages are perforated, and I'm just gonna stick them into sheet protector and in this binder. So I opened this for you guys to have a little bit more of a closer look. You are given these cute little stickers, and then when you open the book, the activity book, these are all the activities are included on the back of the pages. It does give you instructions, and so I do plan on putting these in sheet protectors, and then I'll just have my daughter color with like dry erase markers, just so I can reuse this with the little one that still needs to be born. I'm still pregnant over here, guys. But here are all the cute little hands-on activities, and she is a fan of coloring, so I just knew this program was going to work really well for her. And then also you are given posters. So you are giving the uppercase letter poster, and you know one of her favorite colors is yellow, and so this is actually really cute. Like, I'm excited for her to try this program. Not because of the colors, but just because of like how hands-on it is. And then you are given a separate poster for the lowercase letters. You're also giving a certificate of achievement once they finish this program, which I find so adorable. And then these are all the phonics cards. I do plan on putting this sheet right over here on top in this little pocket. And then the rest, like this one, put this in a sheet protector as well, and then just stick it in here and put a sticker on every lesson that she completes. So you are given picture cards, and then after that, the white cards are all letter sound cards. Good. I did not know that's how they gave it to you, so that's awesome. This is why I love their program, because it's just so easy to follow, and it's just so, they just simplify the whole way of teaching how to read. They literally hold your hand while you're learning along, especially if you don't have a teaching background. I highly recommend this program, you guys. I don't have a teaching background, but somehow I've managed to teach my oldest how to read, and so I'm so excited to teach my little one how to read too. But this is the teacher guide. Look at the... Okay, so when you open the book up, you do start off with capital letters and then lowercase letters. And they are a total of, I believe, 78 lessons. And what I like about this is that if this is your first year of homeschooling, there's so much guidance being offered in this program. You are also given access to their letter sounds app. And so part one, you go through capital letters. And then here is a little example of lesson one. But before you begin, here they give you little tips about per part one. Complete the lesson at your child's own pace. Keep the zigzag zebra book handy. The ABC craft sheets are performed and can be removed from My Book of Letters. Get ready for fun with Ziggy, the zebra puppet, and then plan time for read aloud time. And so, like I said, there's just so much guidance being offered with this program. Now, I did purchase the puppet. You don't need to purchase it necessarily. However, I do want to emphasize, I did not purchase the puppet through their company. I know their puppet is like $20. I found one that's still just as adorable for $8 on Amazon. So I will link this little guy if you guys want to take a look. Okay, so tips for part 2. Now this is going through all the lowercase letters. Switch to the lowercase letter chart. Keep the lizard loop book handy. Very important, be sure you understand what slashes on both sides of a letter mean. And then they give you an example. And then part 3, you're going through the sounds of the letters. Tips for part 3. The main focus of part 3 is the sounds of the letters. Simple hand motions are used to help illustrate the short vowel sounds of the vowels. To hear pronunciations of each of the letter sounds, refer to the letter sounds A to Z app. Now, this is great idea if you want your child to be exposed to other people saying the sounds rather than you. And then you will need the books, the Zigzag Zebra and Lizard Loot for this section. So you're going to need both of the books. This is literally what I'm using with my preschoolers, which I'm so excited about. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you guys want to see more of a comparison all about reading and more of the good and the beautiful, please let me know. I can do that for you guys. But if you guys want to see more videos on how I use this with my 4-year-old, want to see more of that, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I tend to share a lot more day in life on there than on YouTube. So I will link my Instagram below. But if you guys found this video beneficial, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would totally appreciate it. Thank you guys. Have a good week homeschooling.